What the okay.
Rush Week finally came out, and to my surprise, it is actually quite fun. In fact, I really do believe it's almost perfect for a very simple alternative game mode. The games go by really quick and the queue times are excellent. It really makes me wish that they could implement this lobby system in the game. It's just back-to-back games with no issues on the backfill. You also don't get bored because things happen way too quick. There seems to be a really good mix of being chased and stealth play, which is something that they always wanted to achieve. The music and ambience are really good too, and the fact that Johnny two-shots you makes you really afraid that you will run into him at any time. With that said, there are a few things that I'd like to address about the game mode. If these things get changed, it will turn the game mode from being good to excellent. The first thing is something that a lot of people have talked about already. The inability to play with your friends really does limit the experiences you can have in this game. I understand not wanting to have 6 people on a team, but even just being able to duel with someone and have those people not be able to play as Johnny could make a ton of people happy. Not being able to pick a side also annoys people. It took me 10 games to get my first Johnny game, and I've heard of people that have been even more unlucky. There will be times where you feel like playing one side or the other. That's the magic of asymmetrical games. You can play different games basically on a whim. This also has the negative effect of causing burnout, and you will learn the sorority girls very quickly if you just play them over and over, which can lead to an imbalance in skill as everyone on average will have less experience than Johnny. This is something that Killer Clowns was criticized for a lot, and they eventually added a preference system. We technically do have that in Rush Week, but I feel like it does almost nothing. I hope they can implement a way to play as Johnny more often, as killing all 4 sorority girls can be tough. So we need to learn some strategies as Johnny, but that's only possible if you get him more than once every 10 games. And yes, I said 4 sorority girls, as 2 always seem to hide in the attic because of how easy it is to get. Rushing the attic is bar none the best strategy to escape. You can have 2 people escape, or hide rather, before Johnny even gets into the house if RNG is in your favor. This is really annoying for both sides. For Johnny, because he misses on 2 potential kills that in some cases he can do nothing to stop, and for the sorority girls because you are basically down 2 people that could potentially help with distracting Johnny and engaging in the gameplay instead of escaping in under 40 seconds. A change I'd like to see is for the attic to become available only after one of 2 things happen. Either 2 of the sorority girls die, or after a certain amount of time has passed in the match. This way, everyone has to escape Johnny for a little bit before getting a chance to escape, and the game mode doesn't become attic weak. In exchange, it will be cool to see an extra phone be added to the house, simply because Johnny could count the attic, the phone, and the car, so once the police is called on the other phone, it will be disabled, so you still need to call twice to lower the time. Maybe you can remove the phone upstairs too, so he doesn't watch 2 objectives at the same time. Speaking of Johnny, there should be an alternate way for him to gain levels. Right now you need to have a good start as him to get your basic abilities online. It's a snowball situation, so if you get unlucky, it makes a comeback very difficult, especially with 2 guaranteed stuns from the wrenches and the amount of door slams that are possible. With how fast the game goes, a rush or a well-timed door slam can stop all momentum, so it will be neat if Johnny gain a level after he gets stunned, similar to a rage mechanic on Friday the 13th. This way you have to be a bit more tactical on when you stun him. This also allows the Johnny player to be fully powered for longer. Right now, once you reach level 4 or level 5, the match is basically over. It would be really cool to be able to reach level 5 or 6 while 3 people remain. You can feel like a complete powerhouse that way, especially because Johnny only wins if he gets 6 kills. This will also fix the bully potential, as stunning Johnny will become more of a risk. The last gameplay element they should take a look at is the fear mechanic. For those that don't know, if you stay hidden for a long period of time, your aura will be revealed to Johnny. This can be completely bypassed if you do any action like switching items or opening toolboxes over and over again. It'd be nice to see it fixed and have the fear mechanic reveal people more often for less period of time, simply to keep things moving. Another change I'd like for them to do is for you to be able to get account XP when playing Rush Week. This mode is legit the perfect introduction to TCM. It's simple, it's fast paced, and very casual too. It's perfect to understand the basics of both killer and victims before going to the base game. It'd be perfect if you're able to get account XP, because after a few games you could just dump those XP points into some characters and get some builds ready. If they raise the level cap too, there will be reason to play once a few weeks pass. It does really feel like a Friday night game mode to just play a couple of matches before calling it a day or hopping to the main game mode with some friends. Do all of that and add some voice lines for Johnny and the girls to immerse yourself more in the game, and you got yourself a very good, simple game mode that is very beginner friendly. But what do you guys think? Do you think these changes are good? What do you think the game mode needs to become a staple? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.